What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to Setup Wars episode 83 where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel. So if you guys want to participate, make sure to watch the video linked down below. But ladies and gentlemen, let the Setup Wars begin. If you guys are shopping around for your next game, make sure to check out g2a.com because they have the cheapest CD keys available for pretty much any game. I'll drop a link to them down below if you want to check it out. So kicking off the episode, we have a ridiculous overkill setup from John. I have no clue why he needs three 40-inch Samsung TVs on his desk, but hey, it's his setup, not mine. He's also rocking the Corsair Vengeance K70 and MX Master mouse. I'm just surprised this table hasn't cracked in half already with those giant displays on it. For audio, he is rocking the Razer Man-O-War wireless headset, which is resting on top of his PC, which by the way has a Xeon X5650 CPU and a GTX 1080. Needless to say, this has plenty of juice to power those pixels. I also like the placement of the PC. It's off to the left corner and it's not hidden at all. In fact, it's more visible this way. By the way, I'm definitely digging your style. This room is giving me a very chill vibe. Cable management is also done really well. It looks like John has drilled a few holes in the desk, one for the keyboard and the other two for the phone dock and a sound blaster audio module. Even the wires behind the PC are managed very well all the way to the back of the setup. Job well done. John is also a console gamer. He has the PS4 hidden in one of the drawers for when he is not using them. I'm very happy to see that instead of keeping it on top of the desk like most people. Definitely a very impressive setup. I just don't know how you're able to sit so close to those giant displays, but hey, if it's working for you, then more power to you. Thank you, John, for entering. Keeping the momentum going, we have Lewis and his quad display setup. So he has three Asus 24-inch monitors and a 32-inch UMC TV up top, which is hooked up to his PS4. I don't know if I agree with the placement of the Astro A40s, it kind of seems a bit far from reach. Perhaps a hanger you can hook up under the desk would be much more convenient. The keyboard of choice is the Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition, and he's paired that with the Razer Destructor 2 mouse. I like that he drilled a hole in the desk for cable management, and speaking of which, it's nicely contained with the Signum rack and a few cable clips. It looks like Lewis has hooked up both a charging and an anchor hub for easy access. So down here is the PC as well, that has a 6700K and a GTX 970 Strix inside the Corsair Air 540 case. A pretty straightforward setup, thank you Lewis for entering. At number 3 we have Oliver and his white and orange-ish setup. So we got the IKEA Bedcant desk holding up the 28-inch 4K monitor from Samsung, and right above that he has a 32-inch monitor as an overhead. Looks like he is rocking some Razer gear as well. He has both the Black Widow Chroma and a Mamba Tournament Edition mouse on top of the SteelSeries extra large mouse pad. It looks like he drilled a hole in the desk as well for cable management, and I've started to notice a lot of these now, and I feel like everyone is getting the idea from Setup Wars, which is awesome. For audio, he has a pair of Audio Pro speakers and two headphones. We got the QH90s and a Bowers & Wilkins P7, both of which I haven't even heard of. Cable management is excellent. It looks like everything is hooked up underneath the desk along with a USB hub and audio interface, which is also hooked up to the ADK microphone. I like that you keep that hidden behind the monitor when you're not using it. Good work. The PC that's powering the setup has a 6700K and an Asus GTX 1080, a very clean and organized setup. Thank you Oliver for entering. Here's another badass ultra-wide setup. So black and red is the name of the game, and this dude is rocking the Acer Predator Z35 ultra-wide and a badass custom PC. The tower is from Parvum and they make some really sick custom cases out there, but this beast is rocking a 4790K and an Asus GTX 780. For peripherals, he is using a custom painted Logitech G710 keyboard and a custom painted Logitech G502 mouse, which are resting on the Havit MP830 mousepad. Once again, we can see drilling in the desk for both wires, and the cable management is awesome as well. All the cables are resting on the rack, and down here he also has the popular HyperX Cloud 2s on a hanger. And finally, for audio, he is rocking a pair of Edifier R1800 speakers. A black and red setup done right. This is what I love to see. Thank you Richard for blessing my eyeballs with your setup. Last but not least, we have little Timmy and his awesome white and black setup. Up top is a 42-inch Samsung TV, and below that is a 34-inch LG ultrawide being sandwiched by a pair of KRK Rocket speakers. I'm definitely digging the little modification you have on your Grey Goose vodka bottle over here with the LEDs illuminating from the bottom. That looks pretty dope. Finally, we see someone utilizing skins for his console. D-Brand is where it's at. I'm sure you guys already know this. By the way, I'm very glad that you kept very consistent with the overall setups theme. On the opposite side is the Bose Quiet Comfort 15 headphones resting on the Amov headphone hanger, and underneath the add-on unit is the M Audio interface. For peripherals, he is using the Skiller Pro Sharkoon keyboard and the popular MX Master. Excellent work with the cable management. The IKEA Signum is once again the MVP over here, as well as some 3M tape that's holding up a few power strips and USB hubs. And of course, the PC that's powering the setup has an AMD 6300 and an R9 380. Finally, some love towards AMD. I also want to give you some props on sticking with matching furniture for the rest of your room. Overall, a very beautiful, symmetrical, and organized setup. Thank you, Tim, for entering. So that is it for this episode of Setup Wars. As always, make sure you guys drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best desk setup. And as always, I'll announce the winners on my social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy Setup Wars, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.